Howdy everybody, this is Bake with IronThroneCraft.com. Did a video yesterday with some Blood Moon hits. This is going to be some more Blood Moon hits. So, we talked a whole lot about pre-meat and how much pre-meat matters. Obviously gear, everything else like that matters a whole lot, but right now, one of the best ways to defend your base is using pre-meat. So, right into it. This guy, I solo, he caps me. So whenever I get capped by solos, by somebody of this power right here, see some 530 bill, pretty stout, I don't know what he is. We don't have a scout. We don't have infiltration, anything else like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a mixed Maj rally. And again, you see the typos. It was 2 o'clock in the morning while we were doing this, so it's a little harder to type at that time for certain reasons. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a mixed Maj rally. We're going to let it fill up, and then I'm going to rally him. And basically, this is like a rally scout. Like mixed Raj against somebody this size. A lot of times it'll burn them, even if they're single type, because a lot of times you will burn all of the pre-meat, number one, and then you'll get a little bit of their main stuff unless they've got a lot of troops and a lot of defense. So that's what I'm doing here, is I'm mixed rallying this guy, basically just to figure out what the hell he has, because he capped my solo, and like I said, we don't have any other info. So I'm going to hit him with the mixed rally, and he actually lights on fire, so we're going to speed back. See, I only killed a little bit. It wasn't a great hit. He definitely won on points, but go right there. See, he's got a lot of archer stats. That tells me he's cav. So now I'm going to go down and I'm going to look at what pre-meat he has, because as we've been talking about, that's about the most important part. He has no pre-meat. He's got a bunch of archers. So I'm going to set a cav rally here. And this is just hammering in the point again. So now I've got my preset set, actually, so that's good. But I'm going to go in and I'm going to switch my gear around a little bit, make sure I've got a Dark Aura popped, and then I'm going to go and I'm going to switch my Death Lord over to All Ferocious, because those archer stats left over that I saw right there didn't look that massive. It didn't look like he had huge archer stats. So because of that, I'm not going hybrid on my second hero. I'm going full Ferocious on my second hero. And this is called being greedy. Whenever you're not using hybrid gear, 9 times out of 10, a better hit is going to come from hybrid gear, because as we've seen 100,000 times, when you're attacking someone, what you need to care about most are debuffs and getting their defense and HP as low as possible. I go against my own rules right here, and I switch to full Ferocious. Hit him with a cav rally right here. Speed back. As soon as it lands, we see that he's on fire. So we hit him for 89 mil. Those red numbers popped up. So I don't even go and check the report. I want to hit him as many times as possible before he gets shielded, in case he's offline or in the shower or something like that. But he's not. He shields up. So let's go look at the report. 89 mil, a little bit different than that Raj rally. And you see his archer stats? I got greedy. See, I had almost 1,000% defense and HP left over. If I would have run a hybrid set right there instead of full Ferocious gear, I would have hit him a lot harder. So that's what I was getting at. When you're attacking, you need to prioritize debuffs 99.99% of the time. You need to make sure that you get as much defense and HP off of those targets as possible. Specifically, if they don't have pre-meat. If they don't have pre-meat, you want to make sure that you are getting their main troop type debuffed as much as possible. Even if it drops your attack a whole lot, which obviously going from ferocious weapons to hybrid weapons, which would be Crimson Agility, will drop your attack a whole lot. But it doesn't matter if you get a lot more HP taken off of them, or even a small amount of HP. So now we're going to hit this guy right here. We don't have, I think we actually did have a scout on him. So I'm hitting him with Cav again. See, whenever you see my bunny right there, that usually means that I'm going to be sending Cav. So write that down if you're going up against me in Blood Moon. Just because of the way the bunnies, my presets are set up. That said, I'm going to be going through and changing a lot of presets, so don't fully expect Cav if you see a bunny coming at you from me. So we're waiting on it to top right here. Everybody's filled with Cav, and just waiting for that last 1.2 million, or however much it is, to come in. You see he's getting a lot of reinforcements. This is why it's good to fill fast, because if you fill fast, catch them off guard, they don't get all those reinforcements. I'm sure most people are aware, but reinforcements are actually a very, very big deal, because you get stats from the people that are reinforcing you. So if you have people that are taking rallies or even solos in your alliance, you should be reinforcing them 100% of the time. And that doesn't mean you should be sticking a ton of troops in them. You want to get as many reinforcement marches into them as possible. A lot of times I'll have 3 Dark Lord sets ready or something like that to go, just to snap off reinforcements into people, just because I don't have everybody's defenses memorized. I know that Dark Lord is going to help them no matter what. So I send my bunny rabbit, And I'm going to speed it in as soon as I can get the button clicked. You see me miss the click like 42 times. And I actually had to go click on the march. As I said, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Don't judge me. So hit him that time, burn him, and it went really, really well. We go look at our hits. 569 mil killed. Completely zeroed his archer stats. Scroll down and check out the actual kills there. And this, the reason we hit that hard, as you saw, he didn't have pre-meat. He had siege and he had archers, and that was it. Because of that, we want to make sure that we are hitting as hard as we can with cav, because the cav are going to do damage to siege. The cav are obviously going to do a whole lot of damage to the archers. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to type in AC, and I'm going to tell people what the next fill is going to be. In case this guy's offline, I'm going to hit him with archers again. That would take out almost all of his archers, and it's going to take me forever to type this out, because it's really hard for me to type in this moment. So I'm just telling people to be ready to fill with infantry while this rally fills. I'm going to go switch over to my cav preset, pull up the rally, see that it's full, see that I probably should have sent it like 30 seconds ago if it hadn't taken me a year to type that stuff out. Send it in, and we're going to see how this hit goes this time. So, land again, speed it back. We actually didn't change much there. We killed 572. What that number tells me is because it was so very close to the last one, it means that he is probably going to be healing. So, I don't know if he's changing things or not, but I'm going to say stay cav because I don't want to switch over to infantry yet, because I saw that number right there. It means that we don't have all of his archers dead. If we were to hit him with infantry, we would get capped in this moment. We want to switch over to switch over to infantry whenever all of the archers are dead. So I set cav again. I still haven't even looked at the report because I knew what the numbers were based off of the report last time. So I'm going to go check the report now just to make sure that my assumption is correct. Scroll down, see that we still have his archer stats almost all the way zeroed, and check out the report again. Keep on going down and see how he's got all archers, all siege. We actually killed all of his archers. We didn't kill all of his siege. So at that point, switching over to infantry would have been good, but somebody on the call tells me that he shields. So on to the next hit. Going to share this guy right here. It's Dookie Hammer. Hell of a name, Dookie Hammer. I really like it. As you can see in AC, Hammer LeDuc. So Dookie Hammer right here is going to be a perfect example of why pre-meat matters so very, very much, and clearing out pre-meat matters so very, very much. So you see that Eve is now setting rallies. She sets archers because we're going in blind. We don't know what it is. I'm going to be clearing pre-meat, so I'm going to be filling Eve's rallies with only one troop, and that's basically just so I can see the report because I'm nosy and I want to see how the hits go. So I'm waiting on Eve's rally to get full. We're on a call. As soon as her rally is full, I'm going to send my solo and say go, 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 go. And that's basically what this is. So I send my cav rally, or my cav solo in front of Eve's rally. On call, I'm saying go, go, go. You see Eve sends. And I land, then Eve lands, and see, that did not go well. I burned with my solo. He capped our rally. So I'm going to go look at my report and see how my solo burned him, and the rally didn't get capped. So see, I only killed 3.4 million. Go down, look at the troops. See the stats there? Lots of cav stats left. That tells me he's cav, and I probably burned him because he's got archers standing in front. So see how he's T4 cav, and he's T3 archers. That tells me that we have the perfect setup. If he drops shield, we have the perfect setup to blow him up with infantry. Because he's T3 archers, I can clear those out with a solo any given time. If we hit with infantry right after my solo lands, it's going to explode him. So now, he's very confident because he just capped that rally. So I'm yelling in AC chat saying, Phil, Rad, Crim, Infantry. You're going to see Eve's going to be setting that in a second. As I said, we're on call. We're coordinating all this. We're getting it all done. So, back to what I was saying yesterday, back to what I'm going to be saying in my video on defense setup. The fact that this guy has T4 troops on for his meat shield means that he has to use T3 for his pre-meat. That means that I'm going to be able to solo it pretty much every single time. If you're using T3 for your pre-meat, I am going to be able to clear that T3 out 99.99% of the time unless you've got a whole lot of stats. I'll get into it more in the defense video that I'm going to make. You can do something with T3 pre-meat if you have some of your strong type in there. But even still, that just means that once the rally lands, all the rest of the stuff's going to be dead and they're going to cut right through that pre-meat. I'll get more into that. So this time here, I solo with Cav. Eve's got an infantry rally locked and loaded. My Cav lands and burns him. The infantry rally lands and burns him as well. and check out this hit, because as you can see, he had no pre-meat standing in front. We're about to look at the stats. We killed 1.3 billion troops. Scroll down, see that we got the cav stats almost all the way zeroed. Got the HP all the way zeroed. Didn't get the defense all the way zeroed. So we killed every single cav that he had right there. And that's why what we learned in this Blood Moon is that traps are still quite crackable. However, traps are also very, very good right now. There are a lot of people that took really, really good hits. There are a lot of people that we finally got a good hit on after hitting them 42 times in order to figure out the best way to do it. So stay tuned for the defense video. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like, subscribe, hit the bell, all those other things that YouTubers say, and I appreciate it.